another thing about fucking Christian music is that it's all the same lyrically. There are, I mean, like, you have so many love songs out there and so many songs about, like, breaking up with someone or some shit, but I feel like, you know, there are lots of unique ways to describe how much you love or hate or are angry with somebody, but Christian music always has, like, the same...
Woo! That was crazy.
It always has, like, the same, like, 4 or 5, like, vocal motifs or, like, lyrical motifs, and it's like, how is anybody, like... You only need to find one of these artists, and then you're good.
Yeah.
It's like, once you've heard one, you've heard all of them. Also, can you get me past this part? I lost all my lives to this last time.
Yeah, dude, Christian music. I've yet to hear good Christian music.
It's always about, like, oh yeah, God fulfills me, God, you know, God saved me, both on a figurative and metaphorical and literal sense. You know, oh, thanks. And the next part too. The next part fucking kicked my ass, but I think I can get there at least. Fuck you. What was it that killed me here? Oh no! It was the section with the three paths.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, man, it's gross. Yeah, I went to a Christian middle school, and that was always like not like, especially looking back at it, like back then, where I actually kind of like believed it. It was like, oh, whatever. It's still a little like weird, but whatever. But damn, there's no rings. It's just gross to like think about how parents let their kids be indoctrinated like this.
It's because the indoctrination that they were given is the indoctrination they think is right.
Well, shit.
I will say, there is one Christian song, like overtly Christian song, that I kind of enjoy. It's kind of an ironic bop to me. It's Jesus Is Just Alright by the Doobie Brothers.
Is it actually a Christian song?
I mean, kind of. The dude's just being like, yeah, Jesus is pretty cool, you know what? And it's like, you know what? I don't think that, but you wrote some pretty tasty licks for this song, and I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah, George Harrison had some decent Christian songs, too.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was Hare Krishna.
Was he? Because he has, like, his hit is like, My God, right?
Yeah, but at the end of it, he sings Hare Krishna. I think he was singing about a different god, or perhaps gods.
Maybe, or it's one of those like hippie things where like, we're all worshiping the same God, man.
Also, we had an argument, or I had an argument with Nick about this.
Yeah.
Where Nick, how do you say? He did not like that I was denigrating his sect of the Hare Krishna religion in saying that the Hare Krishna religion was a cult. Which
They're
actively,
They're all cults.
Yeah, but like, you know, Nick's cult is special to him. No offense to you, but let's not mince peas.
Because because it's like they're all the same, right? Like Hare Krishnas have done a lot of like cool things, like build shelters and stuff for the homeless and feed them.
Yeah, but
with
like,
the caveat that they, you know, convert.
Yeah, and also like I'm still not gonna let go of the fact that like during the time that George Harrison had converted to Hare Krishna, like it was still like widely known that at this time this sect had like. Are your rings getting sucked out of you?
Yeah, a little guy got me.
Oh, that was weird. But at the time, like the Hare Krishna cult was like very widely known for like having a lot of degrading, how would you say, policies, for lack of a better term, or doctrines regarding women, regarding people of darker skin tone. You know, you get a lot of that in Southeastern religions, unfortunately, or Southeast Asian religions, unfortunately.
Like the Mormons.
Yeah, Mormonism is definitely my favorite religion to have come out of Southeast Asia.
No, but I mean, like, oh, fuck you.
I'm sorry, dude.
Like, you couldn't be a black Mormon until like the 70s, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
maybe
crazy.
Even earlier. Maybe even. I'll clear it. Or do you want to play it?
No, I'll get to that part.
Yeah, where it was just like you couldn't be black and a Mormon.
Maybe it is the mic. I don't know what I fucking did to this mic to destroy it like this. But yeah, it's like I mean, I understand that like not everybody in the Hare Krishna religion is hateful of women and doesn't like people of darker skin tone than them, and basically has a lot of the, you know, pre-1950s views of society. But you know, it still stands to reason that I feel perfectly validated in judging George Harrison for being a part of it at the time.
Yeah, it's all religions.
It sucks to... Oh, go on.
I was just gonna add to it, Christians, like even with, I mean, I'm biased against Christians, but even with Christians, like, yeah, Christians have done, sure, plenty of good, but like at the end of the day, you're subscribing to a toxic belief. But yeah, what were you gonna say?
No, I don't even remember. Bismarck, what are your thoughts on religion? Who do you think... What god do you think would win in a fight?
They'd have to exist, so...
But I guess if we're following their lore, there's gods, but only like Yeshua is omnipotent. Except for some reason not with the devil.
He's not like not even that. It's like it wasn't just that the devil was almost able to overthrow him. It's that he had like an entire cabal of angels who would eventually become fallen angels who almost overthrew God. So you had like a whole bunch of people who were in on this, and God was just like, I don't know, picking his ass somewhere.
Yeah, for someone who's omnipotent and just be like, huh, what? They were gonna do something.
Also, it's not just a matter of like, the New Testament is like the correct version, and the Old Testament. It's like there were so many books of prophets that were left out of like even the New Testament that ended up being like. Like there are some Christian sects that have like, I don't know, some like 23 books of prophets that are in their Bible, and then there's the Ethiopian Orthodox Church that has all 41. It's like, where'd you get the other 18? Who are these people? Why didn't you include them?
It just reminds me of what Nick would say, where it's just like I forgot how the Abrahamic religion works. Like it works as a how would he word it? He was like it all, your religion depends on whether you think the sequel is canon or fan fiction.
I love that. I also recently learned that one of the books that's kept out of most mainstream Christian religions is the Book of Enoch. And it's widely thought that the Book of Enoch was kept out of originally the Catholic Bibles, which evolved into all the other Bibles we know. Originally kept out of it because where'd Tails go? Oh, you bastard! Where is he? Oh, he's in my fist. You fucker! What? Oh, I got hit with no rings. Shit. Essentially, the Book of Enoch was thought to have been kept out of the Catholic Bible because the Book of Enoch presented a very forgiving, a specifically forgiving version of God, in which the reason he flooded the earth wasn't to punish wasn't to punish humans in total, like all the humans were doing bad shit. It wasn't because of that, but it was because that giants had been mating with humans and creating this race of like violent half-breeds called Nephilim, or however you pronounce it. And the Nephilim were like wrecking shit on the planet. So God was like, you know what? I'm going to give all the current humans a merciful death by flooding the world.
By drowning.
But like, apparently it's like, oh, God was merciful by trying to like drown the world in order to make it so that the Nephilim couldn't continue like hurting humans presently. But I guess the thought is that, like, you know, the Catholics couldn't have like this merciful of a version of God, so they just kept that entire book out. They had to have a god that would allow them to be more socially controlling of the population at the time. Yeah,
the Bible's always been... whoa, that scared me. What's the word I want to use? It begins with an F. Not fabricated. Fucked, yeah. Or I mean, like,
fabricated makes sense.
Even the whole stuff with slavery, you know.
Oh yeah,
that's like more of a recent change.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. Or even like
pedophilia too, or not pedophilia. What's the word? Homosexual relations in the most like original translation that one can find of the Bible, the passage which a lot of people cite as saying man shall not lay with man shall not lay with another man
lest he shall be stoned.
It actually cites man shall not lay with another child or with a child as if they were another man. So not only is the translation like kind of subtly not even promoting but saying that like homosexual relations can be good or I guess I don't know what they thought, but they were like, nah, don't be pedophiles. And look at us now. Why can't you see that the Pope fucks kids?
I think thou shalt not steal was like a Middle Ages thing where it was
fuck me. Oh my god.
Put in by feudal lords.
Can you actually get me through this? Actually no, I just lost on my last. My bad.
And do you want to play there or no?
I don't know, not right now, dude. I keep getting fucking farther back.
Where it was thou shalt not steal was put in by cause it was originally written when the Jewish Hebrew people were like nomadic, and they would steal kids and women from each other's like wandering tribes. And so it was like, thou shalt not like steal people, thou shalt not kidnap.
Oh.
That was the original thing. But the feudal lords that had servants that were, poor and starving, changed it to just thou shalt not steal.
Damn.
So that, they wouldn't steal for them.
Their property, it seems.
Yeah. Fun times.
Property is a terrible concept. I'm trying to perfect my Alan impression. Thou shalt not keep property lest thine separate thyself from the earth.
What?
I don't know. Good, John. Good one.
But yeah, fun times.
Yep. Thanks for coming to today's lecture. Big Hat University.
Big Hat University, bro. It's gonna be a thing. See it coming. Get your hat degree. Big hat with a minor in
small hats.
And small hats.
Did you guys ever watch Mighty Magiswords?
No, that was like more recent. That was like post Steven Universe Cartoon Network.
Oh damn! I'm just saying. I was watching today that the dude who created the show just got hit on 2 charges of owning child porn.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's like every week now somebody new. It's like last week, like literally just last week, Dr. Disrespect got outed for trying to talk to minors.
That was funny.
And it was like playing it off. It was like, oh, there was no intent.
Did you see the video of when he was looking at his texts? Because he was playing Elden Ring on stream. And he was going to a boss, and like you could see him like check his phone, like getting notifications that he got outed. But like that's like as the boss music starts playing, and it like works so well. It's so funny, dude.
I love that's fucking amazing.
You know how we run things here.
Real life just writes itself in such comedic ways sometimes. Like you can't beat that shit. But yeah, there was Dr. Disrespect, and then I feel like
it's funny because they had just added him into like a. Well, it was like it was a game like Dead by Daylight where one person stalks the others, but the monster is called the Predator, and he was the Predator character.
That's not real.
And it was like recent too, like a couple months ago.
Oh, that's. I mean, I hate that he was fucking trying to get in some kid's underwear, but for God's sake, that's like, again, that's peak comedy. You can't write that shit.
Well, did you guys know that MC Hammer was/is a Crip?
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So apparently there was like, I guess in the 90s, he did a Can't Touch This.
Yeah.
Right? And it was like, it's like a corny song. Mm-hmm. And people would be like, haha, it's corny.
Yeah.
But, fuck, I'm trying to remember the the rap group, or no, it was fuck, I forgot. It was it was Method Man and another rapper who would they'd rap together, you know, post Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
And
was it Ghostface?
but no, it was someone not from Wu-Tang.
Oh, okay.
But he dissed he dissed MC Hammer, and like his oops, I'm gonna die.
Well, at least you die slowly.
Well, never mind.
I love how Tails says, "I'm falling," right as like you hit the spring that sends you up.
He dissed
MC Hammer.
MC Hammer, and Method Man was like, "Whoa, dude! Like, I don't know." And I was like, "Well, whatever, bro. He's just a corny ass bro with big pants." And that then after their song released, that like MC Hammer showed up at their studio with like a bunch of Crips, and it's just like, so like, what were you saying about that? And he was just like, "Whoa, my bad, man," like, you know, and apologized, and that was the whole thing.
That's
but
crazy.
There was another rap group that was like, I forgot what state they were from.
That's the state of confusion.
MC Search was like it was a MC Search was it was a group of 3. I don't know if you, Bismarck, you can help me out with looking them up. You type in MC Search or Andres, either way. You'll find their group. It was a group of 3. But they were from they were not from California. I'm sure you guys can see and
MC Search. You mean Michael Barron? This white
but
dude?
he was part of he was
a member of Third Base.
I think that might have been them with one of the other guys was named Pete.
Yeah, Pete Nice and DJ Richie Rich.
Yeah, Pete Nice specifically. So they dissed MC Hammer.
Yeah, they were from New York.
And the one black dude was like, nah. And it was just, you know, like, let's not do that. Mm-hmm. But, you know, Pete Rich or whatever was like, yeah, you know, I'm not afraid of them. You know, fuck your mother, fuck your daughter, blah, 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 blah.
Damn.
And then I guess MC Hammer, like, literally called him up and was like, yo, they were at a radio station. That's what it was.
Oh, and he called the radio station?
And he called the radio station, and he was just like, oh, it was like, you had something to say? And that, you know, they were getting ready for a tour, like, and coming to California.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, MC Hammer called in and was like, you got something to say? And Pete was like, no, like, you know, fuck you. We're not afraid of you, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, all right, but you're not going to leave California. And so they arrived at California, and they were like immediately like people waiting for them.
Shit.
And so they had to like, I think their manager like paid a Crip to like hang out with them. Like, and then there was like a point where they were like at a mall or something.
Uh-huh.
And that there was like very clearly a gang of like 7 or 8 people walking into where they were at the food court. And like saw them, and then they were like made like a beeline to them, and then the Crip that was hanging out with them like flashed his like colors, and then they were like, oh, okay, and then like they walked away. And so then that was like a whole thing. And I think MC Search specifically was like, okay, my bad, Hammer, like, I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
And but Pete was still like, nah, fuck you, Hammer.
Jeez.
We ain't afraid. And then they literally got like, chased through the state. They were
ended up like Knuckles right there.
They were. Oh, I think they were recording at a studio, and then there were vehicles waiting for them. That's with crazy. MC Hammer, and then they had to like get like escort to leave the state. I think they literally just drove away to like get out of California.
Uh-huh.
And that was like a whole thing worth which is pretty funny because I never thought MC Hammer was hard like that. No,
me neither. Like, now you just know not to diss him.
Whoa, I'm scared. Crazy. I'm scared.
He's still alive, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's still alive.
Freaky.
But that's crazy.
I am not one to to condone any of the more violent facets of gang culture, but I will still I admire how fast they can work. It's like you got an entire like cadre of gang members that were just ready to hunt down these 3 dudes, and they couldn't even stop like that one Twinkie dude who tried to fucking blast Donald Trump's head.
Way.
Like, he took several shots before they got him. He was just a roof away from the snipers.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. He didn't shoot Trump's head. He shot at the teleprompter, and the glass from that is what hit Trump's ear.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was like specifically a mass shooting.
It's crazy.
Just that Trump was there. But yeah, the CIA ain't slick with this one, bro. Y'all got MLK, you got Kennedy. Come on, his ear. Come on.
Yeah, and they got fucking that what was his name? Lee Harvey Oswald. Lee Harvey Oswald fucking took out was it JFK?
I thought you were gonna say Jay Leno for a second.
He took out Jay Leno while he was riding in one of his many Porsches.
Yeah.
But he took him out with like 1960s guns.
Whoop.
This dude has like 2024 technology, and he couldn't like. I mean, there is a theory that he wasn't actually aiming for Trump, and I kind of don't want to believe it, honestly.
He was in BlackRock commercials.
Really?
Yeah, and the kid. Yeah.
Damn, that's nuts.
And so I'm pretty sure it was just like there's a theory that it was staged, which I don't think Trump or his team set it up, but I do generally think it was or the CIA or BlackRock pulling their strings.
Perhaps.
Because what are the chances that it was like a white Republican kid that attacked Trump and not, a person of color?
Yeah,
that actually has more reason to.
Yeah. I mean, and there's all the oh, go on. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say like the Trump fan base is so rabid.
Yeah.
They stormed the Capitol and everything. Like, imagine if it was a person of color that attacked Trump and how bad that would go down. So I feel like that makes a more reason of it being like an inside job to me.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
What were you gonna say?
I mean, in agreement with what you were saying, I also think it's incredibly how would you say? I guess suspicious, for lack of a better term. It's incredibly suspicious that all of the Secret Service agents that you had, or that Trump had, just like milling around the place, did nothing until the guy started shooting.
Yeah.
Like, he was on an open rooftop, and multiple people saw him scale that rooftop, and multiple people were telling other people, like, hey, there's this dude and he's acting kind of sus. I was like, I don't know, that's hard to really justify.
Yeah, dude, and then they got a fucking hard-ass picture with Trump going, fight, in front of the American flag.
Perfect fucking, what do you call it? It's perfect optics for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people think it's staged. I don't think it's staged from Trump's part. I think he was just like, now's a PR chance for marketing, and he took advantage of it. So I feel like, Trump's set to win the election. More so than ever.
Somebody's actually gotta like.
Oh man!
Listen, I don't care what all you people are like. Oh, I don't condone political violence. It's like you've been living it for all your life.
Yeah. Charge my laptop. There you go.
Oh, it's so pretty out here. It's so pretty in this castle.
Oh, yeah. And boom.
Thank you.
Sorry, I left it kind of sweaty.
That's all good. I am thirsty after all.